Before the video starts, I just want to give a little shout out to a lady that I think is a superstar. A lot of you know her. She's Kathy from Kathy's Outdoor Adventures. But a lot of you might not know that she's an ICU nurse, kind of on the front lines of what's happening right now. Also, on top of that, besides being an avid outdoors woman, she's also a professional photographer with multiple awards and photos in magazines. So if you haven't subscribed to this lady's channel, I would highly recommend doing so. So, with that being said, on with the video. Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter. Decided this morning to relax a little bit. I'm going to take a hike down to a couple of the bridges on the Seven Bridges Road here. Kind of listen to the soothing sound of water running. I'm not going to do the whole trip down the road, but because last weekend Lee Gypsy Child and Cassie from Kathy's Outdoor Adventures, we took a virtual hike down here by way of conference video call on Messenger. So I figured today I'm just going to come down, kick back and relax around a couple of the bridges. If nobody objects or if there's no one around, I might send the drone up for a few. So stick around. This is the Amity Creek. At the very end of this road, it'll empty out into the Lester River, and then a quarter mile further on dumps into Lake Superior. It's a really beautiful, about a 3-mile drive down. Very enjoyable. A lot of twists and turns. Again, a bunch of bridges. This is kind of what the bridges look like. Kind of an area I grew up around. Just a mile away, my grandparents lived, and remember many summers, and when I was a young child, coming out here to swim in one of the lower pools here and wade. Brings back a lot of fine memories, especially in these troubled times. I think we're going to go to a little area that we used to have keg parties when we were teenagers. We used to call it Broken Bridges Road. I'm not sure what it's called now, but it had a series of some ill-repaired bridges, stone bridges at one time. Of course, we're looking at about 35 years ago, so since I've been down here. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what everything looks like. I think these were the original bridges, or what's left of them. This road's been closed off for vehicle traffic for as long as I can remember, but it's now kind of a snowmobile trail. Pretty much all the walls have been knocked over, with the exception of a few stones left standing. Very beautiful area. That's not cool. But that sure is. Yeah, music to the ears, flowing water like that. I just love the old architecture of these things. Another one over here. Well, I must say, what a difference a day makes. Yesterday was 48 and sunny. Today's 28 and cloudy, cold. But I tell you, even though it's a brisk day out, definitely worthwhile getting out and enjoying it. All the social distancing stuff. I think this is the best way to cure cabin fever and still get a little bit of exercise. Yeah, with all the stuff that's happening out there, I'm starting to get a little pent-up energy going and getting the worries started. I do a lot of work for small mom and pop shops and stuff, and kind of wondering how many of them are going to be left after this fiasco is over. Starting to think the cure may be worse than the virus itself, much as I don't want to say that. But I've already lived through Reaganomics in the 80s, this small crash of September 11th, the big housing crash of 2008. I really don't want to see 2020 being a repeat. My occupation's always been feast or famine to begin with, but I kind of like the feast a lot better than the famine. But on better notes, this river sure is pretty. A little high right now with all the snow melt. But still very gorgeous. So I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever, guys. I apologize if I sound down. I'm not. Businesses don't start opening up, my hair is going to be long enough to put into a freaking man bun. I made that comment on one of the live streams yesterday, and I got a lot of negative responses for some reason on that. But it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I thought there was a few more bridges on this section, but been so many years since I've been down here that I might be mistaken. But I'm about 1.5 miles in right now and kind of thinking about turning around, going back to the actual broken bridges and then back out to the 7 Bridges Road and take a peek at some of them. Those have all been reconstructed. The ones on this section, they're the original ones to the road, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty breezy out here to send the drone up, so I think I'm going to keep that in the backpack. Unfortunately, there's some really beautiful shots going down this river. It's kind of nice to send it through this little bridge here. Isn't that pretty? That's what they look like now after they redid them. They don't have that deep dark patina that the broken ones up the road did. So as I said in the beginning, I was going to walk the whole Seven Bridges Road here. For the simple fact that when Lee and Kathy and I got out, I did that once, my knee swelled up. I'll wait a little bit. But with what the footage I got today, I sure hope everybody enjoyed this little video. So until next time, take care everyone.